Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here. Today I am here once again to bring you a new video about my league content, what I'm going to be doing to progress my league, and how I'm going to be going about either making currency or farming up the items I need to farm up. So, the first thing I'm going to mention is that unfortunately console is rated and plagued with a lot of price fixers. Price fixers being people who will buy out a market of a certain item and then upcharge that item for no other reason than the fact that they want to basically control the market and get a lot of currency off of it, making usually 10 to 15 times its value, so on and so forth. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about it because if someone with a big enough bankroll, comes in and plays, we have to deal with that on console. But as such, I have already, decided that, my reaction to that is to not endorse them, and instead, I'm going to try and farm up my own stuff. Well, first things first is that if you're going to farm up the coward's chain belt, you have to do a lot of what do you call it? A lot of Alva temple, and I believe it's a specific room that drops it, and the vials only drop off the Omnitech. Well, because the way pricing works in this game on console, there is several things we can do to make a whole bunch of currency for basically no reason. So we're going to try and take advantage of that. So hold on. Alright, so we are doing all of our white tier Alva temples first, and I believe we have some yellow tiers, 4 yellow tiers, so we're going to probably run through all of our Alvas. Currently, we have a Corruption tier 2, a Breach tier 2, Glittering Halls, which is all jewelry tier 3, with, an explosive room. We don't have any of the major rooms that we need, unfortunately. We do have a sacrifice room which can be upgraded. We still have two more maps to see what we get, but usually what I end up doing is farming whatever I can to get whatever I can as fast as possible. So let's see here. So it looks like the unique of Coward's chains. Coward's chains can only be obtained from a chest inside the hybridization chamber, tier 3 incursion room. So let's see. The hybridization chamber is the minion one. So basically, if you're looking at it, the augments Omnitect with minions, and you rank that to rank 3, you have a hybridization chamber. Obviously, I'm not saying we're going to get it or anything like that right away, but it's just a way to farm it by yourself. On market right now on console, belts, Coward's Chain is selling for 4x each. There is one person selling it for a decent price, but they're offline, so who knows when they'd be online to accept an offer. I probably should just submit it in case, but, as it sits, they are offline. And unfortunately, when you do have people who price fix, you are basically at the mercy of the price fixers unless you go out and farm them yourself. They are not too hard to farm, thankfully. So let's see. Let's get this. We have another red chest here.
After a bit of ancient treasure, eh?
My mana is gone. I'm not up to that just yet.
But yeah, the upgraded belt, I believe there is one on the market for like 10x or something like that, and in my opinion, that's pretty ridiculous. Even if the that's not bad. This is like 30C, I think. That's pretty good. Not bad rolls either.
Just in time. Ah, there you
So
are.
what do we have?
Ready to read the
Explosives, tormented spirit. We're just gonna
Time to
upgrade explosives. This will kind of give you an insight on how to farm your own thing. Now the vials can only be dropped from the Omnitect himself. I am unsure if vials are level restricted or if you can just get them no matter what. Um, that I did do some research. I didn't see anything on it, but you know, maybe I just didn't look in the right area, right place. If you know anything more about it, you're free to comment in the comments. Let me know. But as of now, basically, I am going to be farming for the hybridization chambers so I can farm up my own Alva carriage chain belt. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, we can get that taken care of. As it's not exactly a rare drop, I'm expecting to be able to get it relatively easy.
Good job, Exile.
As you see, we are still prophecy farming too. We still have a bunch of prophecies, and we are locked in on 4 different prophecies right now that block the ones. See, we have timeless monolith. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
It's time.
Now, I would recommend you definitely do your temples and complete them, especially early league, because early league there's a lot of things, especially this league, that are very valuable. The trapper gloves are 6-7 exalts by themselves, not even upgraded. The coward's chain is 4 exalts, not even upgraded. Well, we had a looks like we have a that's interesting. Is it gonna let me move? Well, if we gotta freeze, we gotta freeze, but let's see. This is what we're dealing with here on console, so hopefully these videos get to GGG and they study and realize, hey, fix your game, please. Hmm. Oh, that's frustrating. That's very frustrating. Well, looks like we got kicked back to menu. It's unfortunate, but we'll be able to show you a little bit for the rest of this map or whatnot, and then we'll close out the video just showing you, hey, look, this is what we're doing, and this is how we can go about farming our own thing. Um, I will say that you aren't guaranteed to get it, as anyone knows with Alva. Alva is a very fickle person. She will more than likely never give you what you want. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. So, if you have any interest in farming for her, just be aware of that. If you are on a trade league and you can afford to buy some temples that are basically random niche temples, you are basically more than welcome to do that, because it shouldn't cost you all that much to do a bunch of temples and get them grinded out and get them done. But we'll check our last portal here and see, or last portal, our last Alva, and see what we get, and then we will just call it after that. See how it treats us, and Hopefully we get something nice. Hopefully it's just it's something, you know, we'll see. But first we have to go into our tab here. New affinities are awesome. And let's go ahead and put this here. Let's see. What does trade market say? 25, 20. That's a really good roll too. So 20C, 65, 20. Perfect roll again. Wow. Alright, 21. So basically I'm just going to put it for 19. 19 chaos. There we go. And let's go ahead and check out the last incursion. Nope. Like I said, if you can't afford it, afford the belt or afford everything yourself, you are welcome to run the incursions. They are buy the incursions or run them yourself until you get it. If you end up running it yourself, you know, you're going to run out of missions sooner than later, so try and optimize it. If you can't hit the rooms you want, the good rooms that you can resell the temples at is corruption chambers, sacrifice chambers, gem corruption chambers, especially now because you are no longer able to drop 2123s. Having a 2123 on market would basically put you above pretty much anyone and everyone else, especially of a good gem that everyone's using. For example, if you did do a Forbidden Rite 2123, you'd probably be looking at like a 5 to 10 exalt come up. What do we have? Increased containment of armor? Nah, we're just going to upgrade the Omnitect with fire.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Alright.
Good job.
See if we get anything from the drop. We got a silver branch. Alright. Now, I've been picking up the uniques because I often get the 5-to-1 prophecy. 5 uniques for 1. Valuable combination? No. Mysterious gift. And I just keep the uniques to trade in. Now, what I will say is that normally it doesn't really pay off with anything, but I have had a couple of times where I got like a Belly of the Beast from it. I think a league or two ago I got a Carcass Jack. And, you know, when you get that early enough in League, you end up getting a big come up. I think Carcass Jack is pretty cheap, so is Belly, so I'm not looking at a huge come up on either of those, but just an example of how you can get a little more currency. But without further ado, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If I don't know if this video is going to be cut up in 2 parts. If it is, I do apologize, or should I say cut up by that second half of it from when I came back and decided to press the share button on my console. But if you see the full video, then sorry you had to deal with like a 5-6 second freeze or even longer than that into a dashboard. That's just what we're dealing with on console, so it is what it is. Without further ado, this has been Chaos-Reighn, and take it easy, everybody.